It's your girl Sims, and you're watching God, Sex, and Love. Tonight, we're going to be chatting with a familiar face, Miss Tiger AJ Ray. So, if you're ready to catch up with her, then stay tuned.
Hard to figure out that I'm not the type of girl that goes around and fools around. Think I'm so done with that crazy part of my past. So don't get so bold to ask, cause I won't go there. So be aware, yeah. I'm good, but I bet you wishing I would have a one night affair.
Welcome back to God, Sex, and Love. I am here with Miss Tiger AJ Ray. She is back, y'all.
Hi, people.
Long time no see.
Yeah. Child, ain't nobody seen me. No.
This lady has been busy. I'm definitely excited for you to share with the audience what all you have been up to. I know you said you was gonna come back to see us. You ain't came back for no girl chat. You ain't came back. This lady been busy.
And I've been stalking, like peeking in on what's going on, and okay. I'm like, I'm gonna make it back. Every time I look, I'm like, I'm gonna make it back. And I was like, you know what? I'm just getting on the calendar. Just jump on the calendar.
There you go. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad to have you back. For those that don't remember, everything like that. You can just remind them who you are if you want to,
I am Tiger AJ Ray. When we last left off, I didn't tell y'all I was moving to LA. I told y'all I was going to visit LA.
Mm-hmm.
And that turned into God calling me to move here. And here I am a year later. I am a director. I moved here for film school to dive deeper into that. And I've been directing, assistant directing. It's been a great journey so far, with some bumps along the road, as to be expected. But yeah, I picked up, and in 11, 12 weeks, I moved here.
Girl, listen, she an LA girl now, okay?
I'm a Texas girl at heart. Forever.
There you go. Don't forget your roots. That's good. Well, I gotta hear all about this because it was so funny. Like, first of all, this lady on the social media is like, can I just go ahead and give it up for you? You always looking gorgeous on social media, sister.
Thank you.
You're looking gorgeous now too. I'm just saying, but you be doing them photo shoots.
Thank you so much. I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna jump in with both feet. I just had to jump in. And that meant doing the photo shoots and being the person that was at the events and doing all of the things. Yeah. And it was scary, and it has been scary, still scary sometimes, but I just had to do it. I had to do it.
Well, it looks like it's doing well for you, and that it's going well. I want to hear all about it. I don't want to assume, and everything, but from the outside looking in, it's looking good. I would definitely want to hear. So you said you out here directing now, because last time I heard you was, what was you, not say a stylist, but kind of producing, you was like, I'm kind of doing a little something, but now
I was dibbling and dabbling. I was dibbling and dabbling for sure. When I last spoke with you, I was working with a studio in Houston. I was a creative director. That's probably what you remember. I was a creative director there, but they also let me produce and direct a lot of projects that came in. And that turned into me learning how to actually sit down and map out the whole production process. And I did do fashion for 11 years. I have a degree in fashion retailing and merchandising. And so that's home base. But that led me to this area that I'm in now. But I feel like I was always meant to be here. Back when I was like 16, I was like making out video treatments for Chris Brown's songs that I liked, and I never knew that was what I was doing. I was like sitting down making boards, like drawing out the whole music video. Nobody told me that was directing. Back in like 2006-ish, nobody was telling girls that they could direct and produce and all of that. They were telling us we could act or be a video girl or a dancer. So I didn't even realize those were options. So when that studio came to me with the opportunity to creative direct, that meant all of their photo shoots, all of their videos, like commercials, creative podcasts, everything. They had me there to like do creative insight. So I hit a ceiling and I was like, I don't know the things I should know. I think I need to go to school. And my sister was in the hospital for 7 days. I want to say that happened the same day we filmed or right after. It was like somewhere around the same time we filmed. My sister was in the hospital for 7 days. I was there with her and I was just kind of chit chatting. And I was like, okay, I feel like I need to go to school. I don't know if I want to do Austin or LA. And this girl looked me in my eye and she said, why would you go to Austin? You need to go to LA. That would be dumb to go anywhere else. Like, go to LA. And I really felt like that was God speaking through her because we're literally in the hospital. Like, I've always been like the caretaker of our family. So anybody gets ill, anything, I'm there. So for her to tell me that, I was like, okay, God, this is coming from you for sure. Because I have been wrestling with it. He's been putting LA on my heart for 10 years. And I was like, I'm not going there. I'm not going. I came here kicking and screaming, y'all. Kicking and screaming. But I enrolled in a program, and I got accepted like the next day. Yeah. Everything happened fast. So I had to get myself together. Had a family member that was living in Houston. We went to the same church. He was driving me to my car and he just casually mentioned that he was moving to California. And I'm like, wait, you're moving to California? I'm moving to California.
Wow.
So I ended up rooming with him for a little while until I actually jumped out and got my place here. But I came here, I started going to school, I started meeting people. I met a community of people that are in film, and that turned into like so many more opportunities and just being in spaces with people that really know what they're doing. Like, I mean, working with somebody that has an Emmy now is crazy. Like, I worked with someone, she was directing, it was her directorial debut outside of her own project. And I got to work like as her right hand, being the assistant director. And then before we even launch out and do the premiere, Sis has an Emmy for working on Lizzo. And we're just like, look at God. Like, what is going on here? It was like he illuminated almost so many people that were a part of the program. I mean, not program, but a part of the project. And it's just been mind blowing being out here. When God says go, you go. Like, you just go. Don't even worry about it.
Hey, look, amen. I was just gonna say, sis, like, I mean, ain't it amazing how everything just comes together, like the skills and things that you accrued or accumulated in one location, you know, help get to that next level, to the next location. Yep. And even the doors that you didn't know was getting ready to open. It's just amazing, like, to be in that place.
It is.
I'm excited for you, and I'm, congratulations on everything.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I was like, I did see that you had said something about assistant director. I'm like, what? And so I saw it one day, and I had already said, go girl, whatever I had said. And then the next morning, because I get up every morning to do the juice, and so I got up and I just was scrolling on social media, getting ready to do the juice X, Y, and Z. Saw it again, but then this time I saw that y'all was at the Miracle Theater or something like that.
Yes, Miracle Theater.
I was like, Lord, what you telling me? Because I've been going back and forth about either I'm going to really try to focus on getting a venue again, or, my film ideas and endeavors. I'm like, maybe I should just keep focusing on the digital content, GSL, making more shows, making movies, da. And so I still don't know based on that. Like, seeing that was like, I saw it and it just was resonating, but I still don't know which one. Cause I'm like, it's the Miracle Theater, but she was there for a film. So which one we doing?
Don't play with me, cause I say do it all.
I mean, and I know that I know that's coming as well, because at the same time, I'm like, anytime I come up with an idea, I'm over here like, this is going to be great. I want to do this event where I'm going to have. Then I want to do this. We can film this. where we gonna film it? And so I know the place and the filming and all that stuff is gonna go hand in hand. I do know that, but at the same time, I'm like, but I gotta start somewhere, Lord. And you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
The funds is limited. You know what I mean? And what are you
God will do it. God will do it.
Indeed. I know. Yeah.
Listen, and I'm not just saying this. Like when we filmed 30, that's the name of the film. When we filmed 30, I literally filmed The Lift with Tiger the same week. I had an interview. I filmed The Lift with Tiger, which that's my show for the people that don't know me. I have a show called The Lift with Tiger. But I produced, pulled that whole show together, shot it, and the next day was like on set. God will make it all come together. Like you can do it. You have the bandwidth. And he'll give you supernatural energy. Like he really will. And I'm a firm believer. You ask him how to do it, you start taking the steps, you start doing the research, he gonna make it happen. I
do, but I just thought it was look, I'm tongue tied now. That just was crazy to me that day because I was like, wait, I already saw her. You know, I saw her post already, but then it just really like that morning. Miracle was standing out to me so much that night. That morning, I was like, I didn't realize you were at the Miracle Theater. I was like, listen, that's funny. And so he was speaking to me through you, sis.
That's how he works. That is literally how he works.
So we gonna see. I mean,
don't play with it.
It's coming, y'all. You know, we gonna see.
I'll follow up with it too. I'm gonna be like, so when I'm flying in to come do a show at your place that you have.
Look, you got all the directing skills too. Look.
Shoot, I got you. I'll come direct. And I love me a good live show.
With things, you know, so collaborations are in the works here.
We're gonna do it.
Sounds good to me. Another thing.
Lord, I'm scared.
Here she go. Talking about she's scared again. Ain't nothing to be scared of. Don't you have sound?
Y'all, Miracle be scaring me. I don't know what's coming next.
No, it was funny. Like, look, can we be transparent?
Yes, we can be transparent.
So earlier when we confirming Miss Tiger AJ Ray was all like, hey, and I was like, well, welcome back actually, because and then I was like, oh no, you said you wanted to talk about the second word in the and she was like, oh no indeed, that's not what I said.
I was like, oh girl, in the video, I ain't had no sex. It was funny. Right after I said that to you, I got on Twitter and saw our good sister got married. The one that said it. Oh, wow. The lady on the little viral video where she says she ain't had no sex, she has gotten married. So congratulations to her.
Yes,
for making it to that bridal chamber.
Bridal chamber. This lady's at bridal chamber. I mean, that is it's a task, you know what I'm saying? And like I was telling you too, I mean, even if you did want to talk about it, if you don't want to talk about it, either way it's fine. But I think there's nothing wrong with talking about that too, because, that's still a testimony. That's still something that can be encouraging and inspiring to somebody, that is out here with all the temptations that are all around us, to know that, hey, you can be
you can fight
fancy and all the things that you are, and whatever the case is.
It's not easy.
It's not easy. Definitely not. But at the same time, you can do it. It's possible. Here's living here. And you're not the only one either, sis. So don't feel alone.
Yeah, I know.
And,
but it's just me. Oh, you're dealing with it.
Well, and we can talk about that because there's a reason this is called this.
I actually, I have no problem talking about it. I'm very transparent on this subject. But a lot of people ask me like, well, is it hard? I am 32. It is absolutely hard.
Girl, Look, and that's why I say, I have a heart for my single people. Y'all know I wrote my book about, my journey in order to hopefully help and inspire and encourage people. And that's the crazy thing too, because when I wrote it, I was in my 20s and I was just praying for all the things that I have now. And I'm over here like, and to actually be on the other side and living the things that I was like writing and praying about at that time, it's just, it blows my mind every day. I be thanking God every day that, wow, you really did. You really was listening to me.
He really will do it. And I watch him do it. I see people like you and a few other beautiful journeys I've followed. And I know he'll do it. I know he does it. So I know he's going to do it for me too. But in the meantime, it's a journey.
Yes, it is.
It's a journey.
Now, see, I don't know if you was like me, because me back then was always been like, well, what you want me to do? Because
listen,
it would be just like that.
I'd be like, now God,
what you want me?
Why you playing? Why you playing with me? You know your girl been out here holding on strong.
Holding on strong. Well, keep on holding on. Look, keep on keeping on. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I think that's a beautiful thing. And what I was going to tell you a second ago is that there's men too, though.
Yes, it is.
That are still virgins.
Yeah. Now this is gonna sound real hypocritical. I don't want that one.
You don't want
Now that's who God has for me. Praise the Lord.
Oh, she's saying like that. Oh, that's so funny.
But
Well, I'm just saying,
I ain't gonna hold y'all. I would like someone that knows what's happening, when that time comes, someone who is experienced, because I'm dramatic.
Oh.
So
okay.
Hopefully someone that has, decided to take about celibacy, and is walking with the Lord, and that is the reason why he has chosen that route. But me, I'm too dramatic for both of us to not know what's happening. I know we will figure it out, but I'm too dramatic. I'm just too dramatic.
Oh my goodness. Well, sorry, brothers.
Like I said, if that's what the Lord has for me, amen, hallelujah, we'll figure it out together. But I really hope it's not.
Oh Lord. Wow, so then they come in your life and be a little temptation and get you off track. That's what they be trying.
No. Somebody that's really serious. Like, somebody that's serious about their walk with God and just really is like, okay, yeah, that was who I was. I have a past, but I'm moving forward and this is what I want for my life. And I know that exists. I've seen it. But I feel like for every virgin, it ought to be like somebody that's celibate. So they go for the men too. They go for the men too.
Well, look, that gives you other gentlemen a chance, change life. You might have a chance with Miss Teenager.
Yeah.
Look,
maybe
set things up because I did spill a little tea earlier to you, John. Who knows? By the time this come out, we'll see what the Lord do. But I would like to start creating some little dating experiences with you.
Yes, let's do this.
Look, you're be on my show.
I will be on your show. I would love to be on a dating show. Like I watched the little shows, like they had the celebrity dating show. I was like, why wasn't I in LA in time? I would have applied to be on that show. I would love to be on a dating show.
Like that is like one of the things, and because I think also for a Christian to do it as well, like from that perspective, like I feel like not to say that there hasn't been Christians on those shows that are already out there, but I feel like that would be a totally different experience. Like, what do you think as a producer as well? Like, I'm just randomly
for a dating show for you.
Yeah.
What that would look like?
For me.
Well, no, not for you. You hosting it. You doing it.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm just saying, me, I would love to produce it, but then I'm saying because one that's geared towards Christians, like one that's being very intentional about Christian people, because again, I'm not saying that they're not on these other dating shows, and I have seen Christians featured on other shows as well, but I just feel like for example, like a bachelor, but like a real for real Christian man that like you just described, like one that's like, and I'm not going to X, Y, and Z. Like that would be a totally different experience than the bachelor.
Be a game changer.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. I would love to see an intentional Christian based show for dating because listen, I don't watch everybody else date way too long. And I'll be watching these shows like, why everybody want to jump to sex so quick? Like, it's so much more. And they'll be like, I just want to make a connection. And I'm like, you can do that without sex. Or hear me out. Even if you do want to have sex, how about we build up to that? Because I don't think that these 6-week shows are enough time for you to really be getting to know somebody. To be just jumping in, like, am I tripping?
No, ma'am. I am like, with you. I think that's the very interesting thing about the society that we live in, and in this conversation of sex and everything, is because, like, people. Oh, all right, here we go. Controversy. I guess y'all come for me if I'm. But basically, people don't want to have babies, right, with the people that they sleep with. But at the same time, it's like, well, why are you sleeping with that person? Because that's a result of sleeping with someone.
Literally how babies
you wouldn't be willing to have a baby by a person.
Why would you
why
have
are you even sleeping with them? That's very like people just are so willy-nilly with their bodies in this way. And no judgment, X, Y, and Z. I'm just saying as someone, that
I'm just like, just get to know if this is someone that you will be willing to have in your life forever. Like at the very least, at the very base, make sure that this is somebody that you will be okay with having in your life. Because things happen and babies happen.
And then, girl, why are we on this subject? But oh well. Okay, so I saw on social media. I don't know if you saw this. There was this girl that I think it was like her first time, and ended up with I don't know if they call them STDs anymore. They was STDs when I was growing up.
Yeah, now they STIs and everything else.
It's everything else now. But ended up with one of the, I don't want to call it out just in case, whatever the case is, but like one of the main ones that people be like,
wow.
And so basically, like she shared, I don't know if the Shade Room shared her story or something like that, where it was like she just kind of let people know, like, and I guess share text messages between her and the individual and everything like that. But it just was a whole thing. And I'm just like, man, you hear about stuff like that or people talk about it, but then it's like, people don't live accordingly though. Like, what do you think it is? It's like,
it's so many things, it's so many things, so much, and it's so much pressure on a lot of people to have sex as someone who has decided, because, and I'll get into my decision after saying this, but there's so much pressure, and it's like, I've heard so many things from guys of why they should be my first, like so many different things. Oh, well, you're not gonna marry the person that's your first. Oh, well, like everybody, you just need to get it over with. Well, like, do you want to get married and that really be your first time? Do you want to be inexperienced with somebody? Like the lies that people tell you and try to feed you to get you into that space. And if I wasn't so strongly committed to this, it probably would have shook me a little bit. Some of the things that people said, like even the idea of, well, how will you know if you'll be able to satisfy your husband if you've never tried anything before? Yeah, like, listen, like, people really will get in your ear, and you have to be very, very strong in your decision and also have an end goal in mind. If your end goal isn't waiting until marriage, then okay, but you need to have a some type of standard that you're living up to when you make that decision. But I think what happens is people don't have that in mind. So when someone gets to saying some things in your ear, it's like, oh, that does make sense, and oh, I guess I could, and here we are.
Girl, listen, ain't that just like the devil? I mean, look, ain't that the same thing he did Eve and God?
He comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And that's literally what happens.
The same tricks. Nothing changes and nothing new under the sun, as they say. And And so, yeah, even with what you just shared, thank you for, being transparent about that and whatnot, that, about your story and stuff, because my thing is, again, too, well, one, I feel like people don't, I feel like your story is rare. And that's why I say thank you for even sharing it and whatnot, because now you showing the next lady or the next little gentleman or whatever case is that, you know what, maybe I can, you know what I'm saying? So kudos to that. That's already speaking volumes, you know what I'm saying? And, and then two, at the same time too, it's like, we got to show more value in ourselves and stuff like that. It is, again, like I just said a minute ago, there's a reason why I called the show the way I do. I know I've been kind of questioning lately, like, ooh, should I have called it something else? But I keep getting these confirmations that, I think I'm in the right place at the right time and doing the right thing. Because, like, again, I feel like the main issue here is that people are taking God out of the conversation. And so when you take him out, there's like the value and all that, love, all those different things that was part of that gift of, of sex for, married couples and whatnot, has become tainted and tawdry and this everything that it is presented to us. And so, I think, people need to think about all of those things when people are trying to sway them the other way or whatever the case is. Because now here's one that I don't know if you heard this before, but there are people that literally don't kiss until they marry. Like when I found that out, I was, oh my goodness, like the restraint and all is like, I mean, I applaud them because I'm over here like, I can't even imagine. Like that is crazy. But it happens. And so I just want people to know that these type of people are out here.
Look, that takes a different type of restraint. Like I really applaud those people because I can't do it. I can't say that I've never done anything, but I ain't had sex. Okay. I've not had the sex.
I was holding on for a while too. I was like, but if it ain't it's not this.
Yeah, no. And I was convicted. And I had to like renew my sense of purity because God was like, I'm not in that. That's not, I don't, he was like, I'm not in that. That's not what I want you to do. That's not what I wanted for you. I really had to renew my sense of purity for that. But, and I didn't say my decision, but I made this decision, I want to say I was 16 or 17. Much like everybody else, I thought that I knew who I was going to let be my first and all that. And, but when you a teenager and you ain't got no car, and this was pre-social media, so this was really me having a cell phone that I could just talk on all the time because I had like 60 minutes on my cell phone. So I'm having to talk to the dude on the house phone that my mama could pick up at any time. There was no way. We emailing each other. We over here emailing each other and talking on AIM. My mama found our emails. I was banned from the computer for like 2 months. But you know what? God knew what was best because he had a girlfriend.
See?
So yeah, excuse me.
You didn't even know.
But yeah, it had to go away. So yeah, that had to go away. So that didn't happen. And it was a whole bunch that went along with that, got my heart broken. And I made this decision at like a conference or something. And they had everybody, do this purity thing. We got this little thing that we put on our key ring. And I still had it until like a year ago. It just broke like a year ago. But it was just saying like, it was like promising myself. And I was like, what, if I can't keep a promise to myself or to God, I could never keep a promise to anybody. And that was me showing myself that I could, make a vow to myself and to God. And so, of course, first this was and yes, God is in everything that we as believers do. He should be in everything we do. But the older I got, the more it became less about religion and tradition and more about me and my decision. And God is for sure in there. He in there because he's the one that showed me the reasons why this is a choice for me to make. So I tell people now, I'm like, it has less to do with no, you shouldn't do it, and more to do with I only want to be with my partner. I only want to be with him. I feel like doing anything with somebody else would be cheating on him. I only want to have that experience with him. And like I said, I'm dramatic. I only want to be embarrassed one time with one person. And we gonna laugh about it for the rest of our lives. And you know, like that is my decision to stay true. It's my first vow to my husband that I wanted to remain faithful to him. And that's what it became about to me.
Girl, and you want to talk about this on today? How powerful is that? Since you almost got me over here tearing up. That's like, man, I was gonna say something to you, but I forgot what it was. Beautiful testimony. Now, well, I know what I was gonna say. I don't know what it's been over the past few weeks, but I have really just been talking about self-control, like here and there, like, that has been coming into my heart and mind. And I just, and even today I was kind of talking to someone about it or whatever, like that. I really truly feel like this two words, self-control, is something that our society, our generation, whatever the case is, it just seems to be very, like, people don't want to believe that they have it. They don't want to exercise it. And then they want to tell you that you don't got it. And they don't want, you know what I mean? And they want to push this idea that we can't control ourselves, or we got to go with every impulse or everything that's presented to us, or whatever the case is. And so here you are, another example that, yes, you can have self-control. Yes, you can take control over oneself. Like, your mind, your thoughts, whatever the things that, and again, I know it's not easy because, I was right there with you in a lot of ways, that I'm sure it's like, it's a daily thing. You probably have to watch what you, watch what you read and listening to, like all these different things where it's like,
the wrong Chris Brown song had me like,
listen, look, I was sitting here thinking the other day. And I know you just had I'm assuming like a 90s moment to a concert or something like that recently.
Yes, I went to the Millennium Tour.
Okay, because I was listening, so I just had a moment, like, listening to pop music the other day, and like NSYNC and like just the most random, like the stuff the Box. Did you ever grow up with the Box? Did you grow up with the Box?
The Box?
It's a TV station called The Box, and you could call the number and get your video.
Oh my gosh, no. Well, I didn't get to watch a lot of TV. Well, we had like limited TV that we were allowed to watch, and it mostly included wrestling.
Okay. Well, yeah, that was, like those different, like Britney Spears and NSYNC, Backstreet Boy, But then when I started to think about, not to be like our music, but you know what I'm talking about though. So I started thinking about like our, quote unquote boy bands, right? And it was like the older men or whatever, but then obviously the topics are different, you know what I mean? And just, the topics are more grown compared to, the other 90s music and whatnot. And it's just that, like, like you said, why Pretty Ricky was our boy bands at that time. And what they were saying about, and stuff, and so, it's all around us. It's all around.
It is.
Now it's all on the kids' phones. It's on YouTube Kids, whether you know it or not. Just all those different type of things where, so again, I commend
it's hard to escape.
It is. It is very hard.
It's very hard to escape.
So,
but you know what? I don't know. Well, I was just gonna say, people say kids have more access to it these days, but really, I feel like the access was always there. Because I remember being in 6th grade and my homegirl printing out the lyrics to to Biggie. And that's how I learned what is it? So say the X makes the sex spectacular. Yeah, that's how I learned the lyrics in 6th grade.
Wow. See? Yep.
It's always been there. It's just, a matter of us. I just feel like we just always need to be transparent with our younger generation, and letting them know, hey, I had the same temptations. I had the same things in front of me. and not condemning, not being condemning, and not being so self-righteous that we can't understand where they are in their space, even if they do decide to go that route. Mm-hmm. And I try to make sure that I remain in that space because I want to be a trusted and safe space in case, let's say, if a 16-year-old does tell me, oh, well, I did already do that, you know, is something wrong with me? No, actually, there's nothing wrong with you. You know, I understand that. And let's talk about your decision around it. Let's talk about who you want to be. Is this what you want to continue to do? I want to be able to be a safe space because I would never want somebody to look at you and say, well, she ain't did it, so I can't talk to her. I don't want to be approved. You know, like I can't be approved. Yeah. And in no way does my decision make me less of a sinner.
Right.
Less of anything or more of anything. Mm-hmm. And that's the message that I try to always tell people. I be like, shoot, you catch me. If you saw me at the Millennium Tour, I was definitely twerking in my seat when Yin came out. If you don't twerk when Yin Yang come out, I don't know if you all right. We need to check on you. But no, like I'm still human. You know, I still have flesh and I have fleshly desires and ways. And that is something very important to remember because I think a lot of people put too much stock in sex to the point that if they find out someone is not having it, they automatically want to place a self-righteous badge on them or something. And I'm like, that's not me. That's not my space. Because I ain't got nowhere to put you. I ain't got nowhere to put you, baby. And I ain't wake you up this morning. So my friends know that I am open to any conversation we have and around it. And I'm never going to be that person to say, well, you can't and you shouldn't. Because first of all, if you know the Lord, you already know. If you my friend and you know the Lord, you already know what you should and shouldn't be doing.
Right. Exactly. And I love that you said that because, again, like I feel like for me, and I think that's the thing about this and everything that I'm doing, I just feel like both testimonies are equally important because both are needed. Like there's people in both positions. There's people that are in your shoes, you know, and there's people that are, like you mentioned before, that they might have fallen and getting back up, or whatever the case is. And people that have gone through those things, either way, like I'm sure, you know, if you were to hear some woman that was like, you know, I waited and like that would encourage you and inspire you, right? Same, that's the next woman that's, I might have been, you know, doing this, but now the Lord has brought me here. That's still a powerful testimony. And so, you know, absolutely. I think, yeah, that was very important what you just said. And I'm glad that you said that. And yeah, it sounds like now, I don't know, am I don't call me a prophet now. I don't know. But it sounds like to me you're doing some mentorship or some type of, is that some type of, are you doing that or are you getting ready to?
Oh, you hearing. You in a vein, child. You hear from the Lord.
Got some mentorship program, nonprofit or something. I don't know.
Actually, yes. Exactly that.
Oh, tell us about it.
Yeah. I actually just worked up a full proposal for a mentoring program that I'm going to start shopping to a few schools in districts in LA to go ahead and get the program started. It's a program that will start with 8th graders and add a year of 8th graders every year. And we're just going to keep the same group of kids until they graduate from high school. And yeah, so and it's going to be like, it's two different types of mentorship. It's peer mentorship. And then of course the adult to child mentorship. So it's career based, but also lifestyle based. And it's open to every child. But I'm only selecting 10 every year. So God help me when I get to year 5 and I have 50 kids. But
you got this.
But yeah, we're starting with 10, then it'll be 20, then it'll be 30. And by year 5, I don't know what I'm doing. So
wow.
So yeah, that's what's next for me. I presented it to someone and she's helping me iron it all out and we're going to get it in the hands of the right people. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that. I don't know if you guys are going to be dealing with any of these things, but I can, if you need me to assist.
I got you on my list.
Talk about, being a single person, whatever, I got the juice. I don't know if y'all are going to do Bible studies.
Yes.
We got that to help them to do that on their own if they need. So just let me know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm penciling everybody in because I'm calling all of y'all. I need you to come down. If I have somebody that says they want to start a show and and they need to be mentored by someone that has a show, I got Miss Miracle right here, or somebody that owns an event center and films in her event center.
Listen, look, studio. Look, it's so funny. I'm calling my different sets. This is Studio A that I'm in right now.
Come on, Studio A.
So I'm speaking, speaking.
We're on air.
Yes, speaking all these things. I mean, I know there's so much for us to talk about. I mean, you didn't tell us about the movie yet. You still gotta give us your list of what you looking for, or no, wait, who's looking for you?
Ooh.
And but look, I don't know. You gotta come back again. I'm gonna see you next year. We're gonna talk about some of it now.
We ain't gonna come back next year. We gonna come back sooner than a year from now. We gonna do that. It's not gonna be a whole 14-month situation.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess. But no, this.
But I mean, if you out there, brother, if this brother is watching, you're a sexy, beautiful, saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Spirit, Black man that has a job, more than a job, financial security, knows how to handle your finances. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. A beautiful Black man that love him some Jesus. Because if you don't love Jesus and you don't know Jesus, then you don't know how to love me.
Ooh. Sorry for the ones of you that don't. But hey, guess what? Y'all can get that relationship. Y'all can get that. It's available to everybody.
It's a free gift. It is literally right there. It's right there all the time. But yes, I mean, if you don't look in my eyes and see something you could die for a child, I don't know, because you gotta love your bride like Christ loved the church, and Christ died for the church. So, I mean,
that's what it's.
That's all. That's all. That's what the word said. But that's all.
Ain't too bad. Look,
too much.
You told me you wrote a list, right? Did we talk about it last time?
I did. God gave me a list.
Yeah, you got. Okay, yeah, you. Because
God gave me a list.
Running back, she only giving y'all the snip version of it. Y'all don't got.
Yeah. But you also have to have a heart for the community and be willing to partner with me on what I'm doing for the next generation. So that's definitely on the list.
Teamwork.
Yes.
Girl.
Yes.
Look, this is a whole nother conversation. Now, I back when I was dating, have you come across the type of dudes where you feel like you in competition? And you like, I'm supposed to be your girl. Like, I thought we was together.
Like, what's going on? Like, love, what's really happening? Why is this a competition?
I guess you're not the one.
No, clearly you're not. Or you need to go to your prayer closet and you need to fast that spirit of envy away. Because
those was awkward situations. It was like, ironically, those are the only two. Can you imagine this? I'm still on the TV. Well, here we go. Can you imagine me arguing with somebody? Can you imagine that?
I can't see it.
Them two individuals, it happened twice. The two guys in the past.
Two different guys.
Yeah. Only like twice in life with the two. But it was like that one dude, I feel like that was the only way I could communicate with him, because otherwise he didn't hear nothing. I would say. And then the other dude was just, I can't even remember what happened to cause it. It just was like the first time I ever was like, had to go there. And it just was like the weirdest thing. But they both were similar. They both had artisans in their own right. I'll put it like that. And both talented individuals. I was there cheering them on and, ready to be there. And,
of course.
It just seemed like they didn't have that for me. It was just a thing. I don't know. They weren't the one.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's real though.
Yeah.
Some men really be out here being jealous. But really what it is, that drive that you have pulls out the insecurity in them that they could never, that it speaks to their fear of never being able to accomplish what they want to accomplish, and the fear of you rising to the top before them.
Well, I mean, and not knowing that the type of, at least the type of person my mom raised us to be, is the type where anything you need help with, we there to help you. You know what I'm saying? Anything that I can do to assist you, I'm there to do.
We all eating.
Right. So,
everybody eating.
Right. Like, so it's the weirdest thing, but there's the type of, but we praying for all individuals that are.
Yeah, bless these men, Lord. Bless the men.
And we rebuke any of them that are looking at Tiger AJ Ray.
Yes, no, we because we ain't doing that type of insecurities. I know everybody has insecurities, but we ain't doing that part. Because, child, look, you look up and I be done flew to some awards, and I don't want to hear nothing about it. You know, like I don't want to hear anything about it. You see me on a red carpet and you got an issue because you got a 9-to-5. Well, people need to have 9-to-5s too.
Your job is important.
Your job is important, child.
I appreciate you and your job.
I need you to keep paying this rent. No.
Oh goodness, girl! I know I can talk to you all day. Well, I didn't hear about the movie, but we can talk about that another time. I mean, it's called 30, from what I'm understanding.
It's called 30. It's about a young lady who she has everything she wants in life, and she decides that she wants to embark on a new journey at 30. Okay. And if you watch the preview, it's a romantic comedy, very short. And I'm really praying that we can get into the spaces we want to get into, so we can share it with the world. Awesome. Because we did the screening and we got some great feedback. A lot of people really loved it, and I'm just really excited about what's next. It was written by Tiffany Campbell, directed by Oluwatoyin Giwa. You got to say it right, child.
Yes.
It was a beautiful, beautiful film. Great to be a part of it. So inspiring. Like I said before, it was just amazing to be on that set with those people. It was like people could only wish or dream to be a part of a set that was that beautiful and seamless. We prayed every single day before we started. Like, it was just, we prayed over every table read, everything, anything connected to it, we prayed over it. And being a part of something with believers. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna drop the mic here, but God is making a move in this space. And that's why I say, if you got a film, you do that film. If you need me to fly out there and direct,
hey,
I'll jump on the plane. And I said it on the record. That's on the record, y'all.
All right.
But jump into this, tap into it, because God is making a huge move, because entertainment is influential, and God wants to be the influence of the generation. So if he's giving you something to do, you do it.
Yeah. Amen. Listen,
that's my word. That's it.
I believe you can see that. If y'all ain't watching me, that was for me. Okay. I appreciate that. Miss Tiger AJ Ray, I enjoy you every time you come. I really do appreciate you and your time on tonight. You want to remind the people where they can find you and everything like that?
Find me everywhere at Tiger AJ Ray. Do not forget that AJ. It is important. But at Tiger AJ Ray. You can also look up The Lift with Tiger on Facebook Watch. And yeah, that's me. That's me.
Till next time, sister.
Till next time, boo. I'll be right here waiting.
Miracle Sam's, let's go. I'm good, but I bet you wish it I would have a one night affair. But I won't go where you wish I could. 'Cause right now you're looking so good. That's right. But is it worth the chance?
Thank you so much for watching God, Sex, and Love. And thank you to Tiger AJ Ray for sharing her beautiful testimony tonight. I hope that you all enjoyed it and that it encouraged you and inspired you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Good night.